Good morning, my name is David Lane. I'm out here with Randy Schooneman. Today's date is March 2nd, 2017, and we're with Bulldog Rooter, and we are about to perform a video inspection of the main line of 2924 West Fairview Avenue here in Spokane, Washington. What we're looking at right now is the city sewer. We're sitting in the hub. The hub is what connects the main line to the city sewer, and the customer is responsible for the hub and everything back to the house. We're looking at clay tile sewer, and also we're going to pull back into a clay tile pipe for the most part. I'll note the transitions when we come upon them. We just got done jetting this line. We got called out last week, and there was a massive sludge buildup, pretty substantial, and the customer went ahead with the commercial jetter. We just got done jetting this line. We jetted it 3 times. The first pass was to no avail. The sludge was still holding. The second pass, we knocked it loose a little bit and was able to see what kind of pipe it was, and then we were able to ramp up our pressure and really give it a good cleaning. And at the 3rd time. So, yeah, we're going to start pulling back. You'll always be able to tell where the bottom of the pipe is by where my camera lens light is, and also where the water's flowing. There it is to the top left-hand side of your screen. That is the bottom of the pipe. And we transition from the hub into 6-inch clay tile pipe. And here's a joint. The most problematic areas for clay tile pipe are the joints. Over time, the ground settles and the joints offset. You can see that, the edge of the downstream pipe, and that's just because of some offset. That's not too substantial, but you can see how if it offset more, like this guy we're looking at right now, you can see where it offsets more, that the water starts pooling up, and that's a place where solids can accumulate, and over time those solids will accumulate and cause a sludge backup. It's like a dam. All the solids stay, but the water goes, and the more solids that get caught, the more solids get caught, right? And it's just it's like a snowball effect. There's a couple offsets there at those joints. Continue to pull back. I'm going to give you a footage from the city sewer to the clean out downstairs that we're working out of. We're just now passing 10 feet from the city sewer. Continuing to pull back here. There's a pretty large offset. You can see a little bit of ground there at about center screen off to the left. That's going to be the bottom right hand side of the pipe. A little bit of ground coming in. You can see the water pooling. Another offset. The offsets that stair-step up are the most problematic. Like I said, the water pools. The offsets that stair-step down are way less hazardous, right? Because it doesn't impede the flow of water. We count on gravity to carry water to the city sewer. A 1/4 inch drop per linear foot. Here we have, alrighty, we have right here about 16 feet from the city sewer, 16 and 1/4 feet. We have an offset and what looks to be like gravel debris at the bottom of the pipe here. Little pebbles of rocks and things that could be from that offset there entering the pipe. There's a pretty large. That's a pretty large rock. I just popped it. There's another one. Those shiny. The light is shining off of them. There's another one. And another. I'm going to continue to pull back here. Those are pretty large rocks to be sitting in a pipe. And here is another offset. And the pipe separates. So if you think of a joint butted up to each other, the pipe actually separates, and that can cause a problem with debris getting in the line and things like that. Definitely don't want rocks and such in your pipe. Another offset, that shiny part is the edge of the downstream pipe. Continue to pull back. Coming into a little bit deeper water here. That's, to me, because that tells me that the offset is a little bit, yeah, I got my camera up against it and then it pops through. So that's a pretty good little offset. My camera lens is an 1.5 inches thick. That's kind of our measuring tool. You can see the water pooling, and again, back to back. So more, you know, the water is just being prevented from flowing out. And that's very indicative. That can cause a sludge backup. Like I said before, getting into a little bit deeper water, more standing water. This is so we had 3 back-to-back offsets. That right there is the top of the screen, which is the left-hand side of the pipe. Looks like a little bit of earth coming into the pipe there. The water looks a little bit muddy, dirty, has like gravel in it and rock. You can see the debris being kicked up as I pull my camera lens through. But this water definitely can be problematic. I'm pushing forward. I want to get a footage of where this water starts. So we're pretty much out of it. Seems to be flowing here. We're about 20 feet from the city sewer. I'm pulling back through the water to get a foot countage of really how much standing water is in the pipe for you. Still in water. We're passing 31 feet now, so that's 11 feet. And we're pretty much out of it in here. We'll call it 33 feet. So yeah, that's about 13 feet of pipe that has water in it. Some places are a lot deeper than others. But as I explained before, that's going to be a hot spot for, you know, solids getting caught. Very problematic. Continuing to pull back. There's a pretty large offset as well there. Stair steps up. Continuing to pull back here. Alright, and we transition from clay tile pipe into cement. Look like concrete pipe. Pretty sure it looks like concrete to me. I don't want to give any false information. Could just be really dirty clay tile. Oh, and we're transiting. Now we're back into tile. It could have been like a spot repair. It could be tile, just really dirty. Back into clay tile pipe. And here's the concrete. Here's the concrete. I'm gonna retract my statement earlier. I think that last section prior to this tile was tile, just real dirty. Sorry about that. This is definitely concrete pipe here. Continuing to pull back. Continuing to pull back. Looks real nice. Still has a shape. Concrete pipe lasts a long time. Continuing to pull back here. About 57 feet from the city sewer. We're dropping into some water here. Starts right about 55.5 feet. Remember, my camera lens is 1.5 inches thick. This water is deeper than my camera lens. Continuing to pull back here. And we come up out of the water. Yeah, so that's a pretty large belly. That's where the pipe gains some positive grade. It's like a valley in a hill, and water just collects there. Again, we went over the problems that can cause. And this is where we transition from cement into cast iron, right here at about 61.5 feet from the city sewer. Continuing to pull back here. Continuing to pull back. Cast iron stubs out from the house 3 to 5 feet from the foundation. Continuing to pull back here. We're working from a clean out downstairs right behind the dryer. And we're coming up to clean out now. Again, my name's David Lane. I'm out here with Randy Schuneman. Today's date is March 2nd, 2017. And this will conclude the video inspection of the main line of 2924 West Fairview Avenue here in Spokane, Washington. Thanks for choosing Bulldog Rooter.